Principal, Thiru S.A. Lourdeswamy Sir, Respected Principal, Mr. A.L.P. Antonio Brito Sir, Respected Senior Vice Principal, Mrs. Jalaja Balakrishnan Ma'am, and Vice Principal, Mr. Selvanathan Sir, esteemed teachers and distinguished guests, and my beloved students, a very warm and joyful morning to everyone gathered here today.
Today is a historic and proud moment for the entire Amlorupam group of institutions. We have assembled here to celebrate the remarkable achievement of our distinguished alumna, Dr. VAIKAVI V.S., who has successfully cleared the UPSC Civil Service Examination with an All India rank of 306.
It is now my privilege to invite our respected principal, Mr. A.L.P. Antonio Brito, to deliver the welcome address and greet this august gathering.
So wish you all a very happy morning to my dear loving students of 11th standard. Happy morning. Okay. I have already told you about this celebration, about this felicitation function in today's morning assembly. And we are very delighted to have our alumna, Dr. V.S. VAIKAVI, who is a passed out student of 2015-16 batch. She has been a very dedicated, a sincere student of Amalorpum Higher Secondary School under the principalship of our founder. She has been the school people leader during her school days. She has been a very regular and a punctual student. To be very clear, she has taken only half-day leave during her entire school career, for which we should really give her a very good hand and appreciate her regularity, which is very mostly talked about Amalorpavam. She has just taken only half-day leave during her entire school days. She had a very good participation in all the opportunities she is given. She has been participating in very many quiz competitions, various allocations. Whatever possibilities are there, the school has given the opportunity. She also had made the best use of all the opportunities given to her, and she has followed the principles of the institution Amalorpavam, like the disciplines like regularity, punctuality, early morning wake up, early to bed, early to rise. She has followed the principles of hard work, which we keep on insisting you every time. And today, VAIKAVI, who was sitting in your place before 2015-16, VAIKAVI, who was sitting in your chair during her school days, it's because of her hard work and consistent work, because of her dedicated service, she has qualified, she has gone through her BDS, completed the BDS. She has taken a very tough decision of getting herself trained for the UPSC. She has got her training from one of the best institutions like Shankar IAS. And when I called Shankar IAS and I was just inquiring about her performance in Shankar IAS, her name was very prominent, saying that she is a very sincere girl. And when the authorities of Shankar IAS have understood that it is from Amalorpum, they felt very happy. I spoke to their GM, Mr. Bhaskaran, and they felt very happy that it is a product from Amalorpum. And even the owner of Mr. Shankar IAS, Mrs. Shankar, I don't remember her name, Mr. Bhaskar, the GM, has given the call to Mr. Shankar, who is a proprietor of Shankar IAS. She even had a word of congratulations for Amalorpum coming into the list of UPSC. This is a very big legacy which Amalorpum was eagerly waiting for the past 43 years. Whenever our founder principal, senior principal meets various alumni, so many people come. We used to go for their marriage. We used to meet everybody wherever we could. We used to see our students very often. At least we used to meet one student per week. At least one student per week. And whenever the founder meets any alumni of Amalorpavam, the very first thing he asks is, what are you doing? He used to see the hairstyle. Have you cut your hair properly? Are you in discipline still now? And he used to again motivate all his students saying that we want to see you in the chair of the secretary. We want to see you in the position of a secretary in our own union territory, Puducherry. Puducherry has not bagged too many secretaries from Puducherry. As of my knowledge and as of the information which I have got from my founder, it's Mr. Kandaswamy. Dr. Kandaswamy is the first IAS from Puducherry. Dr. Muttammal, the second IAS from Puducherry. Afterwards, we don't have so many persons appeared qualified from Puducherry, and that is why even our Lieutenant Governor has found out, our Lieutenant Governor Dr. Kailash Nathan, the former IAS, the present Governor of Puducherry, he himself came to know. Of course, even VAIKAVI did not find out she has qualified, but Governor found out that VAIKAVI has qualified, and the Raj Nivas, now it is called as Lok Nivas, was trying to search, where is VAIKAVI? Who is VAIKAVI? Where is the house? That is a real credit that a child gives to her father and mother. Hats off and give a very good hand for the big credit that VAIKAVI has got for her own family, for her own self, and also for the institution, for the alma mater, for what she has been studying for all these 7 years. She will be telling her experience in Amalorpom. Let me not complete everything. She has some time to speak to you. And what I want to conclude is, today the school feels very proud. We got the information on Saturday night, and even that information was shared. Of course, her father called me, but somehow I missed the call. And next day, Mr. Prakash told me that Mr. Velu Saravanan, one of my friend, one of our trainer, he used to train drama for our students. During our 35th celebration, he has trained our students in one of the very comedious drama, which is being very much appreciated by the entire crowd. He has been in this auditorium training so many students in drama. He has spent his entire life for drama. Mother is a very sincere mother, taking care of her son and daughter, taking care of the family. Likewise, the family has also been a very big support for the growth of Dr. VAIKAVI. We should also appreciate the parents who have given their fullest support for Dr. VAIKAVI, for what she is today, for having qualified her UPSC. 43 years, Amalorpom has been dreaming. Are we going to get a UPSC qualifier? Our founder was praying God very seriously that we want a qualifier from Amalorpom. So many have tried for UPSC examinations, but it is the first student from Amalorpam, the very first student, Dr. VAIKAVI. It is a history in the history of Amalorpam. It is a history in the landmark of Amalorpam. It is a history in the legacy of Amalorpam. And the history says Dr. VAIKAVI is the first UPS qualifier from the institution Amalorpam. Let's all stand up and give rousing applause for the great achiever who has marked a very big, remarkable achievement in the history of Amalorpam. Thank you, children. Thank you. So, Amalorpom family feels very happy. We had so many doctors. We had thousands of doctors qualified from Amalorpavam. I remember before 10 years, founder was admitted in Apollo Hospital, Greens Road. Founder, when he was about to get operated, he was taken in a stretcher and he was waiting in the operation theatre. Listen me carefully. You have to understand how vast we are spread away. He has entered the operation theatre. Of course, we all felt I was with him. My family was with him. He has gone inside with tears because he is going alone to an operation theatre. Nobody will be happy to go to an operation theatre. But he has went inside the operation theatre. There came a boy. There came a doctor. Sir, why are you here? Sir said, no, I have an operation today. This operation. And he said, sir, I am your student. He called all the other staff, nurse and doctors and said, he is my principal. Hats off to our founder. That's the legacy of this man. That's the legacy of our founder. He has built so many students who are spread away in all walks of life. That doctor who was inside the operation theatre of Apollo Hospital has called the other doctors, the other staff nurse, everybody. He said, he is my principal. You know, what sort of man is he? He's a very tough man. He's a man of discipline, a disciplinary man. And although founder was not his patient, he was there till the completion of his operation and he paid his due respect to his principal. It is not that he is scared about his principal. He has really respected the values. He has really respected the values and the principles of disciplines what is being taught by the founder from this institution, Amalorpavam. That what I'm telling you is a legacy of Amalorpavam. And you are here continuing still in Amalorpavam in 11th standard. And why are you here in this function? You will have to understand, if VAIKAVI, who was a student of Amalorpavam, who was seated in your chair before years together, before years past, when she can come from that chair to this chair of this prestigious stage, so many functions, so many chief guests, so many VIPs, very many governors, very many chief ministers, very many VIPs, this stage has seen. This stage has seen, you know, the past, the IAS and the Chief Secretary of Tamil Nadu government, Dr. Irayanbu, during the first reopening of the Tamil Nadu government under the leadership of DMK, under the leadership of Mr. Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. M.K. Stalin, the very first Chief Secretary was Dr. Irayanbu. He was here. He was here motivating our students. He was here for twice. This stage is a very prestigious stage. For the past 20 years, there have been so many VIPs here. And I again want to witness saying that today she is the first alumni. Dr. V.S. VAIKAVI is the very first alumni to take this prestigious stage, becoming a qualifier in UPSC. And today she is a chief guest honoring this stage in the midst of several other VIPs who honored this stage. Although we had so many VVIPs on this stage, we are very proud today because we have our own student, we have our own alumni, we have our own school people leader, we have our own dedicated, hard-working student sitting in this chair of chief guest. A very proud moment in the 42 years in the history of Amalurpum. And my final words to my dear loving children, this is the real life and this is the real challenge. If you want to really achieve something in your life, if you want to really give a very good happiness to your parents, you can just ask their parents how much happy are they. They will be telling lots and lots. If you want to give a very big success achievement in your life, if you want to really succeed, what is the meaning of success? Vaikavi sitting here is a real success. And what is your real success? When you sit back here in your own school as a chief guest one fine day, and when your school is honoring you, the stage is going to be there for years together. Men may come and men may go. I may be here, somebody may be here, but Amalurpum will exist. This auditorium will exist. The stage will exist. There are going to be some more students who are always going to study in Amalurpum. But you have to decide whether you're going to go off with this audience chair or whether you're going to take this chair of a chief guest. And if you want to take this chair, the honorary chair as a chief guest, children, the final words, what I would again repeat is regularity, punctuality, discipline in life, hard work. These are the principles for you to achieve success. I'm very happy that Amalurpum is being brought to limelight. Amalurpum is already brought to limelight. Even yesterday, we had admissions from West Indies. We had admission from West Indies. 2 students have come from West Indies requesting admission in our CBSE school. Okay, they are an NRI and they came straight away to Amalurpum, and we were about to brief about the institution Amalurpum. They have everything in their hand with all the information, achievements, everything. That's what I say. Amalurpum is far spread across the globe. 3 more students are waiting admission from the overseas. They are yet to complete their course in their various places. Even just today, that is before 1 week, we had a student from UK studying in 9th standard Amalurpum Lutz Academy. We are far spread across the globe. We are far spread. Today, Amalurpum is being searched by not less than 1,000 people each and every day on the globe. We are seeing the statistics of the website. At least 1,000 members are searching for the institution Amalurpum on the website. We are across the globe. But beyond a very big legacy of Amalurpum, today we are very much honored because the very first qualifying in UPSC, which was a dream for the entire family of Amalurpum, has been satisfied by Dr. V.S. VAIKAVI. Very proud of our past alumni, VAIKAVI. And we have once again thank Dr. VAIKAVI for being present here, accepting our request to participate in the felicitation function. See how much she has a love towards her alma mater. She studied here. She even studied in Shankara Vedralaya in her primary classes. She even studied in her LKG and UKG in some pre-KG classes. She studied her BDS in Mahatma Gandhi, but she preferred to come only to Amalurpum for her felicitation. Hats off. She has preferred to come only to Amalurpum. Even when she has qualified in her UPSC, VAIKAVI and her parents has given the very first call to the institution Amalurpum. That much they love their institution. That much she has found the benefits of the institution. What benefits? She will tell you. Finally, let me conclude to thank Dr. VAIKAVI for her hard work. Thank her parents for keeping in love with Amalurpum. Thank her parents for guiding the children in discipline in all walks of life. Above all, the dream of a founder, the dream of our founder to give an IAS rank holder has got satisfied. Let's all give a very big hand to a man of dream. Let's all stand up and give a very big hand, children. All of you. Let's all give a very big standing oration for our founder, because today he satisfied all his dreams. He satisfied all his dreams. He satisfied all his dreams. The only dream which was keeping on lingering in his mind, he wants a UPSC qualifier. That is done. Thank you, children. Thank you. It's a open call and a welcome to all my dear loving children to take up this opportunity, come to this stage on one fine day, and we will also be ready to honor you with a gold medal. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm and inspiring words. Dear students, this is the moment we have been all waiting for. It is now time to honor our proud alumna, Dr. VAIKAVI VS, whose dedication, perseverance, and commitment have brought immense pride to our institution.
I humbly request our respected founder and senior principal, Thiru S.A. Lourdeswamy sir, to kindly felicitate Dr. VAIKAVI VS on behalf of the Amlopam family, followed by Dr. VAIKAVI's parents, Dr. Velu Saravanan, her father, and Mrs. S. Muthulakshmi, her mother, with the shawl.
So the school is honoring her with a 1 sovereign gold coin, 8 grams of gold coin. Not just a reward, it's a reward for her remarkable achievement in the UPSC examination. Let's all give a very good hand for a remarkable achievement. So it's a proud moment also to honor their parents, who has been an inspiration to Dr. VAIKAVI. Our founder, senior principal, will honor Dr. Velu Saravanan and Mrs. Velu Saravanan.
Thank you, sir. We now invite the achiever herself, Dr. VAIKAVI VS, to share her inspiring journey, experiences, and words of motivation with our students.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you. Good morning to the respected senior principal, sir, to principal, sir, to the senior vice principal, the vice principal, assistant correspondent, all the teachers, and especially my beloved friends who are sitting here. Thank you for the very warm welcome, and especially Sir, Principal Sir Brito sir, thank you so much for your kind words. I don't know that if I really deserve those words, but thank you so much for being always kind to me. And thank you so much for arranging this ceremony. I'm really grateful, and also for all of your kind presence. And first I would like to convey my sincere gratitude to God for giving me an opportunity to study here. And especially since you're all 11th standard, I'm sure you will understand that 11th standard is the best part, you know. I enjoyed my 11th standard to the fullest. Most of the time I used to be only in the library. Library is basically my second home. And during 11th standard only, I used to participate in every single competition because it was a lot of fun. Not because, for winning or anything, but to explore different parts of myself, and also, it gives you some break from classes also. Um, and also to come back to the same stage, same podium, same mic, it feels very special because like two of my friends who were comparing, I used to do comparing for almost all the events that happened here. So this podium is my home, and it feels special to come back here, not as an anchor, but as a guest. First, I'm not here to talk about my civil services career or anything about that, but I'm here to share a few thoughts about the inner world, the world within our own skin. Because that is the world which shapes our life, our choices, and that is the world which helps us discover ourselves and navigate through this world. And there is a poem by Rumi which says that you're not a drop in the ocean, but you're the ocean in a drop. So every one of us is a whole universe, and we have to honor our inner world. And if there is anything that I've understood over this time, over this little time, I'm also young, so it is that you have to give your own inner world all respect. You have to honor it, and you have to act by it. And for that kind of nurture, I think that kind of nurture was what I got from school. It was not like you have to become a doctor, you have to become an engineer or anything like that. But in school, I had the opportunity to just be myself, to discover different things, to go to different places, and to, get sense of the world. That is what is more important. And I would like to give you a few points. My voice is clear, right, till the last row? Yes? Okay, thank you. So first, you have to do what truly lights you up, because everybody sees the world very differently. There are also research, neuroscience research, that even colors are perceived differently. Sometimes I used to tell, my mom used to say this is this color, but I used to fight with her that this is this color. But it is scientifically proven that everybody even sees colors differently. So everybody sees the world differently. Therefore, whatever that lights you up, whatever that brings you joy, that is what you have to choose. And you have to stand by it. It's not like I will choose something and, haphazardly do it, but you have to give your full to it. And choosing what you love, it gives you an opportunity to do meaningful work. It will give you an opportunity to handle failures, or failures are also part of the game. So it will give you an opportunity to handle failures better. It will give you an opportunity to innovate, to create, and also it will develop a sense of self. And because self-love is that which is important, you have to love yourself at the end of the day. And choosing what you love will give you self-love, okay? And the second one is that, I'm sure many of you would have already decided to become doctors or engineers or chartered accountants or anything. During my 12th standard, my entire dream was getting into MBBS in Jupmer. That was my entire dream. And when that dream fell apart, I felt that the whole world ended and the entire thing is over. But that is not true. People used to say, I saw it on Instagram, that life, you live only once. But you don't live only once, you live every day. So every day is a new opportunity. You can always pivot. For instance, I chose dentistry. Since I couldn't clear MBBS cutoff, I chose dentistry. But from there, I also nurtured my interest in art, in creativity, in reading books. And the journey of art also grew, So you can always pivot. What is important is that your inner world is very clear. Your inner world is nurtured with good reading and good perspectives about life. If the inner world is very strong, you will have the strength to pivot anytime. That is important. And third one is to surpass the need for validation. Validation is that whatever you do, you want somebody to congratulate you, right? நம்ம ஏதாவது ஒன்று பண்ணோம்னா யாராவது நல்லா இருக்குன்னு சொன்னாதான் அது நல்லா இருக்கு அப்படி கிடையாது. You have to feel the sense of validation within you, and you have to even surpass the need for validation. Validation will come, it will go, it will not be there. It is just a thing. But you have to do things not for prizes, not for approval, but for your own sense of discovery. Whatever lights you up, do that. Do meaningful things. For instance, during COVID, I started my art. Okay, and initially people used to, even my friends, like they used to say, what are you doing? But later, little by little, this art grew. And I started selling my paintings even to foreign countries, and I also got opportunities to illustrate books. The trajectory actually grew because I was not interested in validation. You know, there were many college competitions, painting competitions were there. I never won any competition, but I still kept on painting, which put me in a professional space, right? So this need of validation you will have to surpass, and you have to surrender completely to whatever you're doing. And fourth is, very, very important, you have to spend time in the library. Because in our school, we have the best library. I always say this to everybody, even to my friends. We have all the important magazines that are needed for our age, right? We even used to have amazing magazines like National Geographic at that point of time, when there were hard copies. We have all the magazines, we have all newspapers, and the diversity of books that you get are quite interesting. And since I was part of the quiz club, every morning the first place I go to is the library. I go to the library, I think I come like 7 o'clock before the other students. Sir would have already curated the books that we have to read. Everything will be already curated. All you have to do is sit and read. And after that I used to go to prayer, and again I come to the library. I will say something and somehow get to the library. So reading habit is very important, because even it is said that lack of reading is becoming a national security threat, you know, because people are not able to identify which is correct information and which is incorrect information. Misinformation is a serious issue now. And reading will only develop the critical thinking skills. It will help you read between the lines and understand what is there. The substance beyond that, you know, reading only will help you get that. So reading, writing, these are very important skills, and the school gives you opportunity. You will have multiple elocution, essay, lot of competitions are conducted within the school also, and if you are interested, sir will do all arrangements to take you outside also. For instance, I used to go out, I think at least every week to Chennai. At least every week I go to Chennai. I know Chennai really well because during school for quiz, debating, this, that, I always used to travel to Chennai. So use the opportunity that is given to you to its fullest. And fourth one, you have to honor your own uniqueness. You need not be like everybody else. Everybody else is different, as I already said. Don't feel that since you are different, you are not, people always try to put you in certain kind of boxes. Don't feel, you know, enthralled by it and go into some kind of box. No, you need not have to. You can love everything, you can do anything, you can teach yourself anything. Because now everything is available online, all resources are there. You can teach yourself painting, music, whatever you want, you can do. So you have to honor your own uniqueness and you have to love yourself. That is important. And sixth is participation in activities. Everybody, we need like, as I emphasized earlier, we all need some sense of validation. We want to get a prize or something. Don't participate in things for a prize. Participate so that you can stress test yourself. Because later you will have so many interviews, so many even your life events, wherein your emotional intelligence will be tested. So when you participate in these events and when you put yourself out there, quite often, you will be in a sense of comfort with visibility. You will be okay with making mistakes, because everybody makes mistakes. So keep participating and expose yourself to different things so that you will be equipped to handle other things that come to you. Again, important is taking care of your physical and mental health. And how do you take care of your physical and mental health? When I was in school, we used to write every day. My daughter woke up at 4 a.m. and she studied. Do you still do that? Yes, okay. I am someone who actually wakes up at 4 a.m. Even now, sometimes people make fun of me like, why are you waking up at 4 a.m.? But I also go to sleep like 9 o'clock. And even when my friends are just now, things would have started, people would have started having conversations by late night, but I would be asleep. So the easiest way to safeguard your physical health is to sleep on time and wake up on time. Sleep is very, very important. Don't compromise it. Okay, there are many NEET aspirants, JEE aspirants who will be here. Make sure you sleep for 8 hours. Sleep for 8 hours and give your time based on whatever that is available. The other time, don't waste. Don't waste on social media or something. Sleep for 8 hours and make the maximum utility of the time that is available when you are awake. And also healthy diet is important. Don't take too much sugar. Start loving your health. Start loving your physical health. Start loving your own body so that you put the right things inside. And also for mental health, do yoga, meditation, or some kind of journaling. Or if you have any interests like painting, or I think you will have so many of clubs will be there, quiz club will be there. There will be teachers who teach you dance, music. Participate in those which will help you in safeguarding your physical and mental health. And I want to tell you a few things that you have to cut down. Take everything with a pinch of salt. This should not be an advice session. I'm just giving you insights, okay? First is excessive stress. Please it is easier said than done. I understand that you have a lot of dreams and you have to achieve them. But excessive stress, it degrades your physical and mental health over time. So do not put excess emphasis on the outcomes. Rather, embrace the process of learning and growth, because learning and growth will only come with making so many mistakes. It is not a linear process. You will have ups, downs, twists, turns, everything will happen. Throughout the time, don't be thinking only about the outcome, thinking about yourself as a person who is going through this, and try to reduce your stress. If you want, counselors are also available here. Take use of them. Don't shun away from that. If you want therapy, please take therapy also. Please reduce your stress. That is important. And second one, do not make your mistakes your identity. Mistakes are not your identity. If you make one mistake, don't be like ruminating over it. Oh, I did this, I did this. See, you can again do it and correct it. Don't make mistakes your identity, because everybody makes mistakes, and you guys are very young, you're in your late teens, so this is when you learn, so you will definitely do mistakes. When you make mistakes, you have to learn to forgive yourself, because everybody can forgive yourself, but when you don't forgive yourself, then that becomes a problem. Learn to forgive yourself and love yourself. And third one is that do not compare with your friends, rather make good friendships. Don't have this excessive, everybody has a different path. Everybody will do different things. Understand that. And do not compare yourself with others, but compare yourself with what you were yesterday, so that you can measure your own growth. And fourth is excessive social media. I also use social media. I use Instagram a lot for my art. But you have to make sure that you have specific time limits. For instance, 30 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever. Make sure that you have those time limits. Social media does not alone drain your time, but also it gives unrealistic stereotypes. You will be seeing people, 16-year-old people becoming billionaires, millionaires, and you might be comparing yourself with them. Or it will give you unrealistic beauty standards also. Everybody is imperfect, and you have to honor your imperfections. And social media will also reduce your cognitive skills, and it will give cheap dopamine. Cheap dopamine is not what you need. You need good dopamine. Good dopamine will come from reading. It comes from the library. So make sure you do not fall prey to social media. And this is all that I have to say. And especially as 11th grade students, I again want to emphasize that now is the opportunity to expose yourself through multiple fields, because maybe in 12th grade you will have exams and all that. 11th standard is the golden time. For me at least, it was my golden time. Therefore, read a lot, write a lot, and whatever you are interested in, pursue it completely. And I also want to thank some of my friends from Amavlurpum who are still my best friends today, Vaishnavi and Sharmita, who are always my biggest support systems. And I also want to thank my other friends, Anisha, Premi, Harini, everybody. At this point, I remember being seated with them and enjoying all these events that were happening. I want to thank all the teachers, who, especially my French teachers, Manimegle Miss, Aksi Miss. What is happening? Okay. And they gave me this new exposure, you know, to French. French in itself is a different exposure, and it will expose you to different literature also. That is important. And to my English teachers who taught me phonetics, Victor sir, like these two kids who were comparing today, he used to train me for comparing all the events. I had a great time with you, sir. Thank you. And I thank the library, sir. I thank Aruke Mary Miss, who was our quiz teacher. She was the one who used to accompany to every single competition. And thank you, everybody. And I also want to thank Amal Vision News Channel because we had Amal Vision during that time. I'm sure you have it right now also, because that was also a media exposure that was given during the school tenure. So I want to thank all the opportunities that was given through the school. And I also extend my sincere gratitude for inviting me again and for giving this grand felicitation, which I don't know if I deserve it yet. But thank you so much, sir. And I also want to thank my parents. My mother, she is my biggest support system. Because all through successes and failures, she was there with me. And she used to take me to, I also have huge interest and passion for art. So she used to take me to these art shows, galleries, libraries, bookshops, everything. She accompanies me for everything. And all her prayers is what made the results today. And I also want to thank my dad for introducing me to the whole world of literature and theatre. And thank you, sir, Senior Principal, sir, for his love, support, and constant support. I actually told him when I was giving prelims, he said that he'll pray for me. Thank you so much, sir. And again, thank you, everybody. And my final thing would be, you don't have to have everything figured out. Maybe some of you are very confused. You're not very sure about what you want to become. There are some people who are very clear, like I want to become a doctor, I want to become an oncologist, or I want to become this, that. But there will be people like me who have nothing figured out. You are like a jack of all trades. You're really not sure what is going to come in the future. So for those people, I would like to say one thing, that you do not have to have everything figured out right now. You can figure out things little by little every day. But what is important is that you stick to hard work, you stick to discipline, you stick to consistency, and being kind to yourself in this journey. Be kind, forgiving, and loving to yourself in this whole journey. And please concentrate in the inner world within your own skin, which will help you discover yourself over time. Happy learning. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. VAIKAVI, for those inspiring words. We'll now move to a special segment titled Ask the Achiever, where students will have the opportunity to interact with Dr. VAIKAVI and learn from her journey and experiences.
So children, it's a nice opportunity for you to get your informations about your UPSC. If you have really valid questions, please come out.
I am Yogesharam from the 11th K. I have two questions for you. My first question is about how their ambassadors were appointed in the Indian embassy in the Western Europe. Because based on their rankings or based on their interviews, ma'am?
No, actually, people get into the Indian Foreign Services through the UPSC Civil Services examination, and appointments happen later. You're not appointed to one country when you become a diplomat. You just get into the Indian Foreign Services. Later, you will have training and you will have postings. It is not based on your rank.
Ma'am, I hear some interviews about that in past, when the Barack Obama was the second time the president of USA, he appointed he appoint the chief secretary for, and how they're appointing him, because he's working in the IFS, but he is appointment for the Pentagon chief secretary, ma'am.
Okay.
How is it possible?
Actually, very good question, Yogeshwaran. I think you definitely have a very good idea of geopolitics and international affairs. I appreciate you for that. See, appointments can happen. Many, even IRS officers are appointed in IFS also. So appointments do happen. Not in IFS, they have foreign postings as well. Even media diplomacy is also catching up. So there are opportunities for Indian information service officers also to serve abroad. So appointments within government will happen.
Generally, how they are interacted, because I like to hear some IFS officer were interacting with that presidents were in the countries like in USA. That's my question.
Okay, see, that is part of a job, part of the career, the Indian Foreign Service career, that you will have to interact with important dignitaries of other countries. So that is a part of the career.
Particularly if two countries were getting the diplomatic issue, how if the IFS get a chance to solve the problem?
Yeah, they do have chances to negotiate issues. And the entire part of the IFS career, if you want to learn more, I would suggest a book called A Life in Diplomacy by M.K. Rasgotra. You read that and you will get an idea. Because see, I do not know the entire specificities of how things go. But I have a general idea about the Indian Foreign Service. These things you will learn when you get into the career. Thank you for asking very specific questions. I really appreciate it.
And my last and final, how was the appointing the foreign secretary, like if now currently foreign minister Jai Shankar, how he was appointed, ma'am? He also working as IFS, but I hear biography that father also being a part of IFS. How he was appointed? If everyone get chance become a foreign secretary.
See, becoming a foreign secretary, it is a lot to do with promotions, and it happens internally, and it is his own career trajectory. And I'm not really aware of the specificities of your question. You can actually read more about it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Let's give a good hand to Yogeshwaran K. Yogeshwaran B of 11th K.
So ma'am, my question to you is, how did you clarify your career path and how did you manage the barrier of confused state of mind?
Yeah, that is a very good question. Because confusion will definitely be there. Because confusion is a part of life, and I've always been confused. Right from 12th standard, I was confused. I was interested in medicine. Then I was interested in journalism also. I was also interested in theatre, then English literature. Then while doing dentistry, I started getting interested in painting. Then I really do not know what I'm doing. You won't believe it, even during my junior residency, I did not know what I was doing. How did I handle it is doing whatever within my control properly. For instance, I did my BDS properly. I actually got second rank in my BDS final year also. That is how I got into junior residency. I did my junior residency properly. So, and I was doing painting. It was a hobby only, but even that I did properly. You know, I would do it with discipline. Every day, I'll make sure, I'll even have goals. Within this month, I will learn perspective. This month, I will learn proportion. This month, I will learn this kind of sketching. I will learn this new medium. And I also read books on art also. I even, whatever within my control, I did it. You know, in this confusion, there will be a few controllables that you can manage, and those controllables give you full. When you give your full, then you will understand, what you will learn is you will learn discipline, and you will learn to be calm within the chaos. Being calm within a chaos, to master that is difficult. So these skills will help everywhere. So those skills help me in civil services. So that is a very good question. Just control the controllables, that's all.
How did you clarify your career job?
It was actually, I suddenly took this choice. During the end of my junior residency, I did have a lot of confusion. One would be a master's in public health, because I was not completely interested in clinical dentistry. I wanted to do something bigger. So, and this was also another choice that was in front of me, and I took that.
Thank you.
It was a very organic decision, not like, you know, Like you asked, it was not a childhood thing or something.
Thank you.
Miss, I would like to ask you, how did you manage between your passion and preparation for UPSC? Of course, a lot of people used to tell that it's really hard, you have to sacrifice a lot if you have to prepare for some exams. But how did you just harness your passion together with your preparation for UPSC?
What's your name?
I'm Agnishwari.
Agnishwari. So Agnishwari, I was in the same place as you before, so I'm very happy to see someone doing the same job. This is a great job, enjoy it. I also did the same in my college also. And regarding your question, how do you manage both? Is that art is not like something, it is not a mere passion or a hobby. It is an ecosystem that I created, right? And it is a little home that I can go back to. So I would study for the whole week. And there would be a point of saturation. And when that point of saturation happens, I would take up and start sketching. So it was not like I did this and before getting into the civil services preparation, of course I was painting every day, almost every day I was painting. But after I got into the civil services, you can't be doing that because you have a lot to study and the competition is very intense. So I used art as a stress buster, and since I took English literature as my optional, and also you will be exposed to different subjects, like you will even study history, art, architecture and all of that. That knowledge will also develop your art. So it is an ecosystem. Both will help each other. It is not like you are juggling to manage both. It is a process. It's fun actually.
Can you also share about your higher secondary life? How did you score? Like, how was it, everything in your higher secondary year, about school?
Higher secondary life, especially 11th standard, was the best because I was comparing. I think almost every event, I think I was the compare. And I used to participate in theatre. In every opportunity that was given, I took it. And regarding my scores in 11th standard, despite being everywhere, I was able to manage. I was doing well. And in 12th standard, I did not score up to my expectations, to be honest. The main part is actually mental health, because I was not completely, completely in the zone. For example, when I was in 11th standard, I was following all my passions, but during 12th standard, I was taking too much stress on the exam. So that affected my marks actually. So always be yourself, and you can do both. Definitely, it's not like you have to work so hard to manage both. Your passion will help your profession, and your profession will help your passion. So it is a two-way process.
That's good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
I have two questions for you. I would like to ask, what is your favorite part of being the first UPSC achiever in your school in Pondicherry? Did you like it, or are you scared of it?
No, I'm not scared of it. I'm really happy.
But
It's nice.
someone would be scared if they are the only person in their school to be in that place. Someone will feel happy, but at the same time they will be scared because we are the only one in here. And what do you think about that one?
I think you're talking about the pressure to perform.
Yes,
you know, one, you should be able to actually. Handling failures is very easy. You know how to handle failures, but handling success is very important. A sense of equanimity has to be there. Equanimity means having a correct state of mind, having this calm. Whatever happens, anything can happen externally, but internally having a calm. So that calm will give you, it will take the pressure off you.
Ma'am, I heard you have been studying 7 years for this UPSC exam.
No, not 7 years.
Then
I was studying 5 years BDS, 1 year junior residency, and 2.5 years UPSC.
okay, ma'am. But in some point, did you want to give up on this UPSC because it's too hard for others, and why should I care? Because you have been changing your career like 12th. You said you want to be a doctor, then you want to be an artist, then you want to be an English literature. Then why did you choose UPSC?
Because UPSC gives you diversity to do everything. In UPSC, you will have all subjects, right from history, geography, science and tech, economics. You will have everything. UPSC will give you the diversity, and honestly, I did not want to give up any time because the experience was quite fulfilling for me. personally fulfilling for me, and I was enjoying the process. So there was no point of giving up.
Are you finally happy of being the first UPSC achiever?
Yeah, I'm happy, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy afternoon, ma'am.
Hi. Hi.
I am Hasbi R from class 11C, and we all know that our school Amlorbam always teaches us about discipline. The main thing here is discipline. So may I know how all these teachings of discipline has helped you in your career path?
I would say the most important thing is discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline. Discipline is not just important for your career and your profession. Discipline is important for your health. For your career and profession, discipline gives you this state of calm. You can't be motivated by extrinsic factors all the time. You should be motivated by inside, right? So no matter what happens, maybe your test score did not go well, maybe something you're not feeling so well. You can't be depending on the extrinsic motivation. You have to wake up and do the right thing for the right time. That should be there. And regarding health, sleeping at the right time, waking up at the right time, eating food at the right time, and doing the same routine physical activity at the right time. This is that which help your physical health. Because during my first attempt, when I was in Shankar, I completely neglected my physical health. I was studying all the time, and I did not sleep properly. My sleep schedule was totally bad. And what happened was my immunity completely dropped. Only then I decided that no matter what happens, I will sleep for 8 hours. I will sleep early and I'll wake up at the same time. So discipline is important for everything. Discipline is the main theme, even for art. I think it is only because of discipline and practice regularly that I'm able to do it professionally also. So discipline is important. And discipline is fun. It does not have to be like, this huge thing. When I think you would be Snapchat. Do you use Snapchat? And
Of course I
do you
do.
like to have streaks every day?
I don't maintain streaks
You don't
nowadays.
maintain streaks. But the process of maintaining streaks, it will give you a sense of happiness, right? And the process of being disciplined every day, it will give you a drive.
I used to maintain streaks, ma'am, but now I didn't.
Yeah.
So thank you, ma'am. That would be a wonderful advice for all of our students. And I have one more question. What do you think about the rank systems in school? Is it beneficiary to the students, or it is like a degrading point to them?
Okay, that is a very good question. See, rank system is about a certain performance on a specific day, and it is structured around certain subjects, and it might not be beneficial to everybody, right? So again, I do believe that there are different people with different needs. Like there are people with neurodivergence also. There are children with certain autistic disorders also. There are different kinds of children, and there are different kinds of passion also. So you need not be, too much worried about the ranking system. Maybe you will be getting the first rank. But if you're not able to handle the failures that come later, if you're not able to be emotionally intelligent, then that would not benefit you. But however, being a sincere student, sitting in the first bench, asking the right questions, performing sincerely in the examinations and getting the good rank, that is also a good thing, right? So I see it a very inclusive way. Both, if you are driven and if you're disciplined and you're always a top scorer, that also helps you. It doesn't mean that since you're a top scorer, you will not do good in other parts of life. You will discover differently. And it does not also mean that if you score less, you would not be doing well in life. So ranking system, see it as an objective criteria that assesses you on certain parameters and not an assessment of yourself as a person.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. That will be really helpful for us. This advice is great. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have only one doubt regarding UPSC. In UPSC exams, some of the tricky questions are asked, like who is the first Indian Prime Minister? For that, the people who are born before 1947 are considered as British Indians. I had been to one of career guidance program in VIT. VIT conducted that program. I had been through that program. In that, they asked these type of questions are asked in UPSC exam. They actually made us to answer those questions. So for these type of questions, how we can answer? For that, how we should prepare from our higher secondary classes?
Okay. So, what's your name?
Kumaran, ma'am.
Kumaran, so do you have other, what do you want to take up as your degree?
I want to take MSc Physics.
MSc Physics. Okay, that's great. That's a very good option. And I also love physics. Selvam sir was a very good teacher. And first thing is that, do your MSc Physics really well.
Yes, ma'am.
Give your fullest. I think first you will have to have a career, because whatever said and done, there are around 10 lakh people appearing in this exam and only 1,000 people who come out successful. So the odds are quite narrow. So you will have to have your graduation perfect and make yourself employable with that career. And what I would suggest is, if you are planning to do all these tricky questions and all of that, it comes after preparation, after enrolling yourself in an academy, or even your self-preparation. After doing a lot of tests, you will get a sense of how to do the exam. For now, what you should be thinking about is doing your MSc Physics really well. So that if you do it really well, no, even if you are a topper in your college, and you will know how to become a topper, you will know how to, it is a competition at the end of the day, and you will have to outperform people. So when you're doing well in your degree and better than your peers, that will help you to figure out how to do well. And also start your newspaper reading. Maybe if you have some optional in mind, you can start reading that. But foremost is do your degree properly.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm Nathan. Actually, I have the same dream what you had earlier. My aim is to get into JIPMA by cracking NEET. But I don't have any plan B, what if I couldn't? So after hearing your speech, I too have a second option as clearing UPSC exam.
Okay.
If I'm going for that, can you give me some tips and tricks regarding when I approach UPSC, or any mistake which you did and you don't want us, we students, to do it?
Okay. So I actually congratulate you for having high dreams, right? Just having these dreams shows that you're a strong person, and saying it out loud, that also shows that you're a strong person. I really wish that you achieve both. And with respect to NEET preparation, I would say, follow your classes regularly, follow your routine regularly, and do your best efficiently within the time that is available. If you are enrolled in any test series or something, do that within that time limit. And make sure, after giving a test, make sure you analyze it. I think people would have told you already. Make sure you analyze those tests. Because getting low scores in tests, it is not a problem at all. But you should not repeat the same mistake again. Every day give the test, analyze your test properly, whatever you did right, whatever you did wrong. Have a strong sense of self-awareness. Maybe you're weak in chemistry, maybe you're weak in physics, or maybe you're good in biology. You should understand yourself really well so that you can curate your preparation according to this and give your fullest. And UPSC need not be a plan B. Maybe you can do your JIPMER, finish your MBBS, and then go for UPSC also. That depends on you. For UPSC, it is the same thing. It is about discipline and consistency.
Any mistake you think you did and you don't want us to do anything like that, ma'am?
With respect to JIPMER preparation, I think the mistake that I did was, I was not completely aware of the exam. You know, I lost it by 0.5 marks, but still I could have done better and could have got out of the threshold. Why am I sitting on the fence, right? I was in rank somewhere in 50s. Maybe I could have been in 30, 20. That would have helped me to get out of the threshold. I think I should have had a better sense of awareness. And I was also juggling between both the public exam and the JIPMER exam. And I was not able to get a correct sense of how this exam works and how that exam works, and do proper scheduling. But now I think the avenues have widened up, because earlier we did not have YouTube to teach. We had YouTube, but it was not as much as now. And there are not as many institutes teaching NEET or JIPMER at that point. So, and also I did not understand this, how the MCQs work, the elimination works. First thing is schedule properly. Second thing is understand how to solve MCQs. Because you can be very good at your subjects, but solving MCQs is different. And having a strong sense of self-awareness and calm. And in the exam, you should be calm, because you will know everything. But if you still feel a sense of anxiety, you will not be able to recall. So being calm is important. These are things that I did wrong at JIPMER. I wish you don't do that.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Ma'am, actually, I also wanted to become an IAS, and I have bought some lots of books regarding that, and I have gone through some question papers, and I see that I have a doubt. Actually, we have to stuck into past events like historical events, or we have to stuck into current affairs, which would help us to clear it.
Again, I congratulate you for having, a strong dream. You have to do both. You have to do both, no compromise. You have to learn about the current affairs through the newspapers and learn about the historical stuff through your books. And first, do your professional career properly. Have a strong holding over that. Your degree should be very good. You choose something that you really love, do it really well, then you do this.
If you don't mind, can I know what sort of main subject you have wrote for that exam?
Yeah, my optional was English literature. I chose this optional only to read books, because it will help me, it will give me an opportunity to read more books. I chose it solely based on my interest. Yeah.
Actually, I have thought of taking environmental science and writing that main subject, and it's a new course, I hope so. So I don't find it in many colleges and have an idea to go to Delhi or like that. And actually,
environmental science is an optional. I'm not sure if that is an optional.
I have seen have searched to something.
Okay, yeah.
And I have an idea that, and do you think I wanted to just clarify whether I have an idea to take a course like BSc in geology and MSc in environmental science, and do you have any idea about that, like what to do clear a civil service exam?
Okay. So see, whatever I'm saying is my perspective, okay? Always take it with a pinch of salt and exercise your own judgment for it, right? What I would suggest is, when you choose a degree, if you choose zoology, do you see yourself doing really well in zoology? Perhaps the civil service doesn't work. I really want it to work, and it will work. But if that doesn't work for you, do you see yourself as a zoologist? Do you know what career option will zoology lead to? Because it should not be like BSc zoology, MSc zoology, PhD. That is one path. There can also be other paths. From zoology, you can move to something else also. Do you see a good career with what course that you're taking? Make sure that your career is your plan B. Whatever course that you're taking, that should make you employable. Have that in mind.
Yeah,
okay.
I have gone through that, and it's okay. And actually, have another, like you told me that you couldn't clear first JIPMER like that. You have faced that failure, right? Like if it was me, and I like something, the whole world was down, and like that I'll be sitting. You can say how you have faced that fear or a failure like that.
See, I'm also like you, and I was also thinking that whole world stopped. Like just because I'm not studying MBBS in JIPMER, the whole world is stopped and nothing is working for me. I was actually feeling sad for it for 2 years in my college also. Every day I used to go and sit, I used to be thinking, oh, why did I not clear? I could have done that question right. If I had got one question right, that I would have been in JIPMER and all of that. I think you learn these things by experiencing these things.
Yeah, I have a passion of sports, and I have won many times, and I also have faced failures, so that I have a doubt. I have succeeded the first time, but and second time I wasn't. Okay. And people started something like she didn't fluke like that.
Okay. See, If you're a sports person, you are in a better position to understand both success and failure because it is a part of your everyday. One day you will win, one day you will lose. It's like that only. And don't let other people's opinions into your head because it actually doesn't matter. You know what? It doesn't matter at all. It is all about you. And as I already said in my speech, you have to love yourself. You're the only person. What's your name?
Aarti.
You're the only Aarti, right? You're the only person here, and you are here in this world for something. You have to love yourself. What is the point? If everybody loves you, appreciates you, but you don't love yourself, that is not the point. Even if everybody hates you, you should never let your core down. And while facing failures, what I would suggest is talk about it to your friends who you really, who really appreciate you. You can talk about it to your parents and also have a strong sense of self that failure is just learning. See, this is how neuroplasticity will work. You will have to make errors, only then you can learn. And if you're failing, it means that you're trying. And there is a beautiful speech by Roosevelt which says that it is not the critique who counts. See, critics will be there around. Critics will say whatever they want. But it is the person who is in the arena, who is actually fighting. They only know the biggest victories, and when they fail daringly. So you fail daringly, right? So don't take it in your head. Just, you don't have to be too emotional about it also. You don't have to make it too much. Just go on. It's a part of your life. Now, if you're failing now after 1 year, it won't even matter. What you learn out of it, what you make out of it is that which is important. I think I gave a big TED talk on it, but yeah.
Thank you, Mummy.
Okay. And listen to the speech by Roosevelt, the quote, it's a beautiful quote, it'll help you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for informative and inspiring words. Now I invite Nandini R of Class 11 to deliver the vote of thanks.
Respected founder and senior principal, Thiru S.A. Lourdusamy, respected principal, Mr. A.L.P. Antonius Brito, honorable teachers, distinguished guests, dear parents, and my fellow students, it is my privilege to offer the vote of thanks on this proud and memorable occasion. First and foremost, I express a heartfelt gratitude to our founder and senior principal, Thiru S.A. Lourdusamy, for honoring our distinguished alumna and for his constant vision and dedication in nurturing generations of students, which has made this day a possible one. My sincere thanks to our dynamic principal, Mr. A.L.P. Antonius Brito, for his warm welcome and for guiding this institution with great determination and commitment. We express our deepest appreciation to our proud alumna, Dr. VAIKAVI, for sharing our inspiring journey with us. Your remarkable achievement in the UPSC Civil Services examination has brought immense pride to our institution and has set a powerful example and inspiration to all of us. Thank you, ma'am. I also extend our sincere thanks to all the teachers, staff members, media representatives, and students who contributed to the success of this program and made this occasion truly special. Once again, we congratulate Dr. VAIKAVI and wish her great success in her journey of public service. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Now our senior principal will share a few words and about the thanks to the Dr. VAIKAVI.
Yes, my dear children, I am very proud of my profession. I started my teaching profession in the year 1970. Now it is 55 years. Very, very proud of my profession because of Miss VAIKAVI. I enjoy the profession. Enjoy the profession. The nobility of profession. A teacher is a noble man. Today, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Enjoy the nobility of profession. I thank the God. My dear children, a teacher is a respectable person and also next to God. Next to God. So you should be given all the due respect in your career as a student. Not only as a student, till you leave. He's a noble man. Today, after seeing all this, I feel very much happy and also I enjoy the nobility of my profession. A teacher should enjoy it. I do it today. I thank the God. All the best, all the best, all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Let the success of Dr. VAIKAVI VS remind us that great dreams begin in humble classrooms, and with dedication and perseverance, those dreams can reach the highest heights of the nation. And you, my friends, are going to continue this legacy once again. Congratulations to our achiever.
That's good. Thank you.